Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? How are the patties? Let's get the chat up so I can see what you're saying. How's everybody doing this morning? We're gonna win some trades. It's gonna be a crazy news day. We should have a little bit of fun here today. I'll be streaming for about an hour and a half today. We'll run this to about 11. Yeah, I understand it was weird not having the stream yesterday, but it actually, my plan was, okay, I'm not going to do the stream on Tuesdays. I'm going to do Monday, Wednesdays, and then maybe next month we start doing, oh, look at this. Next month we start doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the whole point of this is so that I can work on my robots, do some longer videos, help the channel grow a little bit. Welcome to the stream, brother, Antonio. And then yesterday, so I have all of this time. I have all of this time, right, where I can do all this extra work and everything. And then what happens? I noticed that my dog's licking, and she has huge wounds. So Honey is actually behind us here on the couch. I don't know if you could see the couch over here. Can you see Honey? Yeah. You can kind of see Honey. There's Honey's head. Honey's head is right there. Yeah, so Honey had some big problems. Some huge cuts. Really sucks. Good, Mustafa. Good. Doing good today. Zoom this in a little bit here. Hope everybody else doing as well. Yeah, big news day today. Where are the pictures? I took some pictures of Honey and stuff here. You can see this was Honey on the vet table yesterday. It was so sad. They had to hold her down while they were cleaning her wounds and everything. Under her armpit was just a huge gash. Her stomach was bad. I appreciate all of the get well soons in the chat. I appreciate you guys so much. Very lovely. I was playing some hockey last night. Had my first game of the season. Didn't get home till almost midnight, so a little bit tired this morning, but happy to trade. We did win the game. I got this new thing. Hey, how about that, huh? Look at, you can see it over my shoulder there. Looks pretty sick, right? I definitely know who Powell is. Yeah. And there's Honey in her t-shirt. She's got to wear a t-shirt and a cone right now, so she's not itching, not causing any problems. Sorry to hear that, Tim. And there I was at the vet, and there is obviously the Porsche keys. Yeah, maybe I'll show those pictures again a little bit later. What are we looking at today? Well, we got a few pairs that I like. We have a UJ here that I like. This is a level down here I wouldn't mind buying from, but obviously we have some crazy news. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the news, discuss that a little bit before we get in. Awesome Jack. Fury is absolutely crushing right now. I'll go into some of my Fury trading accounts in a second. I've got some new accounts up I'd like to put on the website. Canadian dollar news at 9:45, absolutely. So obviously it looks like they should be cutting the rate this morning, the Canadian dollar. So you should expect some US dollar strength against the Canadian dollar. Hi Alex, hi Jack, appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for the news, see what happens, and then we're gonna set up our trades. The Canadian dollar is obviously gonna have some sort of an effect here at 9:45. But let's see what happens, right? Let's see what the market gives us. The US dollar, Japanese yen shouldn't be affected too much by Canadian news. So hopefully we can get our trade here. Like I told you, I like this level right here. Got a good reaction off of that level twice. Look at this little reaction off of demand right there. Shot up, came back off of this resistance right here. Now, the only problem with this trade here is that we want to start trading more with the EMA, so this is also a level we could consider selling from, and that would be more in line with the EMA, so that's possible. GJ is another one that I'm looking at. Yeah, this one we're looking more on sells here. You can see we were reacting to this level quite a bit, so we could be selling off of this level or maybe selling off of this level right here. We'll have to take a look. Let's take a look at your Swiss franc. Your Swiss franc we're looking to sell as well. Looks like we're taking a little bit of liquidity above this EMA right here. I'll be looking to sell from this area at some point right here. You can see this level was used as support. We broke through. We're now using that level as resistance, okay? That is a nice looking setup right there. Let's go over to gold. Everyone always wants to see what's going on with gold. Gold, it looks like we're breaking through the EMA right here, and we do have a level of support right there. So I'll be looking to buy on gold this morning off of that level. Actually, have a gold trade open right there. I don't know if you can see my phone. It's a tough angle here. I've got a trade open right there on one of my other trading accounts right now. Maybe we'll be monitoring this trade throughout the day. Up about 1100 on that position right there. So definitely watching gold closely. Hoping gold can kind of reach this level right here. So that's something that I'm monitoring as well on gold. Broke through this EMA right here using this level as support. Hopefully we can come up to that level right there. Monitoring this very, very closely. Yes, that's a nice push. Okay, so now I'm more interested in this trade than I am anything else. But I gotta pay attention to the chat. What's going on? Good morning, Lake. Good morning, Zakir. Okay, let's push this thing. Let's push this thing up. Let's get some gold action here. I'm sitting at about 1300 in profit, 1400 in profit, 1500 in profit on my gold open gold position right there. So just kind of watching this right there. Very, very nicely, very, very nicely. Waiting for take profit 1 on this position right now. Looking nice. Looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. Oh yeah. Okay. So I think we'll be monitoring this trade. Sitting at about 1600 in profit right now. Where's our TP1 on this one? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jim. Yeah, so just trading today. Do you guys want to we'll be looking for some trades in about 8 minutes. And obviously I'm in this trade right now. Up about 1,660 bucks. Nice looking gold position right here. Pushing. Feeling good about gold buys today. Always feeling good about buying gold. Love buying gold. All right, news in 7 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna have to protect some of our trades, protect ourselves a little bit from that news, obviously. What else is going on here? Let's go into my server here. So I was taking a look at this. Right here is one of my trading accounts with the Trade with Pat robot, up about $44 here. Slow and steady on this one. I've got different types of setups. $3,000 up about $30. Again, slow and steady, more wins than losses. I've got this Fury account, Forex Fury account, up about 400 bucks. Obviously, guys, this is not financial advice. This is education and entertainment only. I'm sharing my experiences. I have this Forex Fury account, $20,000 up about 2,300 right here. This is a Trade with Pat robot account. You can see this one we had 13 wins in a row at one point. This one's up about $1,200 on a $3,000 deposit. So that's looking really nice. We have this Forex Fury account here, started with 3,000. Now it's at 4,100. So all of my trading accounts, this one's up just 26 bucks. And this one hasn't had a trade yet. I got to see why I haven't had a trade yet. I'm going to have to take a look at the settings on that one. Abdullah, I'm taking my streams down to twice a week right now. All right, I was able to hit take profit 1 on my gold VIP trade. Very nice. So we'll be monitoring that throughout the day. See how that's going. Maybe we'll swap these charts out, Vipul. I'll put this up here. I'll put this down there. And we could just take a look at that every once in a while to see how that's going. Very nice. Let's go ahead and see what opportunities we're going to have this morning. We've got about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stream trading strategy here. Oh yeah, I was actually looking at this the other day. Most of those accounts were Forex Fury. Yes, a couple of those accounts were the Trade with Pat robot, which will be available in mid to late October. All right. So, can I be your mentor? I'm trying to be everyone's mentor that's in here. This is free. Someone was asking me the other day, Pat, when did you start trading Forex? And I just thought, I'd put this chart together. This is when I started trading Forex, right here. It's 2008. You see this spike right there? Let's see. Like this. It's not showing very well, so let's throw it on here. So I started trading right here. Right? Now, when do you think that was? Look at this huge run up on interest in Forex. Right here, what that was the 2008 financial crisis. That's what happened right there. So that's when I started trading. It's because everyone was trying to make some money, right? There was so much issues with the economy. Everyone was like, oh, we got to learn about Forex. And you can see right now, look, we're spiking back up. Interest in Forex is spiking back up because look, the economy is not doing very well. At least, the economy is not doing very well for poor people. It's doing great for rich people. The economy is doing great for me. Stock market's at all-time highs. But for poor people, it's not doing great, let's be honest. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, we'll spin the wheel today, obviously. Yeah, you were in school, yeah. Yeah, I'm old. This just in, I am old. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing this morning. We're going to be looking at the candle low and the candle high. This is going up, it's going down. And then that creates our range for the day. That's our trading range. Our candle low, our candle high, right? That's this area right here, making our range bottom and our range top. And then we have our opening range right here. That's what we have. And then what do we have after that? Well, we're looking at these candles right here. We want to see, can the candle break and close at the top? Can it break and close out the bottom? That's going to help us with trend direction. Outside of that, we're using supply and demand. We're using support and resistance. Going to try and trade with the overall trend direction, right? We've got a 200 period EMA, right? That's what that is. That's our 200 period EMA right there. We're going to try and trade with the trend direction. And then we get the break and close outside of our range right there, right? That's that break and close. So we want to look for buys, looking for buys. If it closes out the bottom, we're going to look for sells, right? That's just helping us. And then we got to figure out where we get into the strategy. Depends on the robot. There's Forex Fury. You could go to forexfury.com. Then we have the Trade with Pat robot that will be available in about a month or so. Just kind of finishing it up, making sure that there's no errors in it. So once we get the candle break and close right here, we're looking for buys. Where are we going to enter? Could enter at an FVG, the midline. I generally like demand zones or areas of support and resistance. Then we got the trade. Look, we had the demand zone. We came here, put my stop loss below the level, below the demand, had my take profit 1 right there, took a partial on that, and then take profit 2. Very, very nice. The copier definitely works. The copier is working on over 1,000 accounts right now. So maybe your computer is having problems, but there are actually 0 problems with the copier itself. You could go through the FAQ. You can try MT4. You got 4 perfect entries with the strategy yesterday. That's amazing, Matic. I appreciate that. Happy to have you here with us, Brent. I hope that trading can be a way for you to increase your income, but understanding that trading is difficult. When we are trading, this is what we're trying to do. We want to learn the basics. We want to develop a trading plan. We want to practice with a demo account. That's where we evaluate our strategy. If the strategy is not effective, we come back down here. We'll get working on that, developing that trading plan again, okay? If it is effective, then we get into risk management. How much do we want to risk per trade? What risk reward do we want to use? That works good. We move to live trading. Is it consistently profitable? Yes. Then we compound the account growth. If it is not consistently profitable, we continue learning. We go back to developing our trading plan, finding our edge. And you know, I have a very specific trading model that I'm using on stream. It works really well for me. It works really well for the viewers on the channel, but it may not work for you. It's not going to work for everyone, right? This is all discretionary. Alrighty, so our orb is now set. We have the top of the range right here on gold. We have the bottom of the range right here on gold. What I'm looking for on gold is I'm looking for the price to break out the top of the range here and then return to the bottom of the range. And that's where I'm going to see if I could enter another buy position on gold. Already up about $800 on gold on the day. So I'm hoping to get another gold trading position. Let's take a look at the higher time frame here. Look, we've been pushing up. We had consolidation. This is on gold, right? Then we've pushed up again. And now we're getting what? We're getting a pullback. And we've had one green candle here. A nice little push up. And I'm expecting or hoping, I don't know if I'm expecting, right? You should never really expect in the markets, but I'm hoping that we can continue to push up on gold today, okay? We're looking good on gold today. This is the M5 time frame. You can see the time frame is always at the top. Pulled back, reacted off of this level right here, and I'm hoping we continue moving up. Now, could be a little bit more of a pullback here before we continue up, but I'm hoping that that doesn't happen because I want to see if we could get the trade here today, right? I want to see if we could get into this position today. So I want to see us come up here and then retrace to right here. We're at a level of support right now, so let's see how that level holds on the M5 time frame. Getting a decent reaction off of that level right now. Hopefully we could get a strong reaction, breakout, and then return. I'd love to get a gold trade on stream this morning. Yeah, lots of news today, so obviously be careful with your trades. If you're following me, don't follow me, but if you're trading with Pat, if you're trading by yourself, just be a little bit more careful, okay? Don't you have 1545 highs and lows? That's what this is right here, Philip. This is the high right there, and this is the low right there. That's the 15-minute candle. You can see if we go to the 15-minute candle, you can see there it is. That's the candle, right? But I'm a 5-minute trader, so after that, I come to the 5-minute time frame. That's where I monitor the charts. That's where I'm looking to win. I've had a really good year this year trading. Hopefully looking to continue having a really good year trading in both my VIP room, my free trading room, and then here on stream where we're 45 and 13. Yeah, that is a real win rate. That is a very real win rate. So let's go ahead and take a look at the news here. Are we getting information on the Bank of Canada right here? Let's see. All right, I was at 9:45. Did they not change the rate? Previous 275, forecast 250. Yeah, so they did change the rate. So they cut the rate 25 points, right? Everyone thought they were going to, and they did. So that should be good for the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. Let's go ahead and get back. Let's go take a look at that chart right there. That chart should also be behind me right there. You can see. I got that chart behind me now. All right. Looking good, feeling good. Looking pretty good for a long on GU this morning. We're going to go ahead and take a look at GU. Okay, GU in line with our EMA. I have my range high. Let's time to do some analysis, okay? I'll get back to the chat in a little bit, guys, but let's do some quick analysis here. Price is breaking outside of the range right here, okay? And then we're waiting for the candle closure, and then we have to get in somewhere on this trade. Likely we would be getting in at a level of demand. This is a pretty decent level of demand right here. It's the red candle right there before the big push up. So we had our close. So now we are waiting for our pullback, and we're also going to have to take a look and see. It's about 11 pips to get down here to an entry. So something like this is what we'll be looking to get into on GU. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hourly time frame. Been quite bullish, obviously. Seen a pullback. Get a little bit of a pullback to the middle of this range. See what it looks like on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, lots of red candles there. It's time for some green candles, so feeling pretty bullish there as well. Okay, so that's our multi-time frame analysis. Looks good. We're getting the red candle coming down right here, and we're hoping to get an entry into this trade in the middle of our demand zone right here. Okay, so that's what we're hoping to see right now. On GU, how to use a Forex robot? Simply follow the members area guides, the members area videos. Very easy to use a Forex robot in the MetaTrader platform. I've been using Forex robots for 16 years. All right, so there it is. My first buy limit is set for the day. Let's see if we could get in on GU. Got our breaking close. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for liking this. Yeah, please do like the stream. Let's get some people in here. You know, my account is now monetized, so I'm making money for these streams. I was doing these streams for free all summer, and I had more views then, but we're cooking now, so thank you for those likes. All right, we're getting a bit of a pullback here. That is what we're hoping to see. Maybe not as drastic a pullback. But this very well could be a top of the range entry here as well. I have a pool. You could see we reacted off of this level here, but we want to play it off of a bit of a deeper pullback. Why? Well, I don't know. This is a decent entry too. I gotta say, this is a decent entry right here because you could see used as resistance, now breaking out of this area at support. I could definitely see this being the retest and then up. I could definitely see that happening. But I am a demand zone trader, so if I see a demand zone as juicy as this one right here, that's generally what I'm waiting for. Thank you for all of the likes. I appreciate all of the likes. Thank you so much. Please do like the stream if you appreciate my analysis. Let's go ahead and jump into some other pairs here. AJ is a good one. I was looking at Australian dollar, Japanese yen. I was looking more for sells on this one though than buys. So you could see here we are breaking out the top of this area. Now again, this is going against the orb, but I would love to get in on this supply right here. It's a nice looking supply at that level right there, so that would be a nice area to sell from. But ideally you would want to get the breakout the bottom and then some sort of a pullback. What else am I looking at? I'm looking at GU. Obviously I was quite interested in here, so I'm waiting on this pullback right here on GU for my sniper entry. And then we've got AUDCAD for a long. Where's my AUDCAD? I was looking at this as well. AUDCAD for a long. I'm gonna need a pullback on this one as well. Hey, let's see, this level right there looks all right. That's a bottom of the range entry. We have already had the break and close right here, so I would be looking to go long at the bottom of our range about there. Okay, something like that. Is it perfect? It's pretty good. Look, got a level of demand right there. Yeah, so maybe we could get in a little bit higher. We're getting an impulsive move here. So I think that is probably where we would get off of that level of demand right there. Tap the top of the demand and enter. Let's see here, 7 pips. Yeah, I feel like that is the entry there. Excuse me. Targeting, you know, our macro range right there. That is in line with the EMA, right? In line with the EMA. GBPUSD, in line with the EMA, right? We're trading with the trend, right? When you're trading supply and demand, you want to trade with the trend, okay? So I am a supply and demand trader, and trade with the trend, okay? Bing, 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 bing. Demand zone here. Price enters, shoots up. We make a little money. That's what we're trying to do as supply and demand traders. Thank you for all of the likes. Yeah, 720 people in here. I'd love to see if we can get that up to 1,000 today. Vapul, how do you feel about our AUDCAD? Are you interested in this position? I'm interested in this position here. The only problem is we are reacting at the top of the macro range here. You can see reacted off of this level, reacted off of this level, reacted off of this level. So ideally, you know, you want to be buying from the bottom of this range here, but it's not really possible for us to do that because look, our range is right here. Yes, and this is actually this is the Canadian dollar, so I think we have to be a bit we should probably just watch this closely and avoid this. Why? Because we just had news on the Canadian dollar. YouTube live a little behind. It shouldn't be. It's never been behind before, Nathan, so it should be fine. All right. Clap, 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 clap. What EMA do I use? I use the 200 period EMA right now. All right, you want to see that? We could just double click on that for you. This is how I'm using it. Just simple 200. No smoothing. Just simple, simple, simple. Thoughts on Nasdaq and Gold? Let's take a look and see. Gold, we're reacting now off of my support level. This is a level I want to buy from. This is a level that I like. So getting a decent reaction off of that level right now. This is the setup that I was looking for on gold. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nasdaq here. Nasdaq is at a level that I want to buy from right now. You can see here. But we are wicking below this level quite crazily, okay? So liquidity is being taken multiple occasions now. But we are kind of on Nasdaq below the EMA right here, okay? So I would be looking for sells based on that information. I want to be selling below that EMA. I want to be buying above it, selling below it. That's it. I don't want to be doing anything stupid here. Nasdaq London session strategy. I don't really trade Nasdaq too much in the London session. If I do, it's generally just kind of support and resistance. You know, this is a level of resistance here. I would probably be waiting for, you know, maybe a trend line break or something. You know, something like this, right? Maybe I get a trend line break and then I would enter a trading position. You know, maybe I would enter on the retest of it, something like that. So you see price breaks through, retests back to the area, then I enter the trade. Something like that would be what I'd be doing trading London session. Just being smart, being as smart as I possibly can. Let's get back to that gold chart right here. Just kind of monitoring this gold chart right here. Also monitoring the GBPUSD chart. This one's kind of taken off on us. We're waiting for a bit more of a pullback here, 10 pips. Not sure if we're going to get that. Let's take a look at oil. How's oil doing this morning? And I'll go through all of your charts as well. Actually, someone was asking about EU. Let's go ahead and take a look at EU. EU does look like it's pretty primed for a buy this morning. We are looking to get the break out of the range right now. and we might get it. We need to get the break and close of this candle outside of the range on EU for us to really decide if we want to get in on an EU position. Let's take a look at this level here. It's a decent level. Potentially get in on a buy at that level there. I have another level down here. Oh, oops. Gold. Yeah, you want me to look at gold? I was just looking at gold. Just had a candle finish bullish. This is what I'm looking for on gold this morning. Looking to get a reaction off of that support level. It's a level that I like. Hoping for a price to break out the top right now on gold. Buy code questions. EG, yeah, we could take a look at EG for you. EG looking primed for sells this morning if the price is able to come back. So right here is a pretty strong level. If I was going to get in, it would be at that level. Let's see right here. This is our range. I'd be looking to get into a sell. Something like this. Broke out the bottom of the range right there, and we've had the candle closure. So that's telling us that we want to sell. Okay. What's happening on USCAD? Let's go ahead and take a look at USCAD. Yeah, USCAD is going crazy because of the news. I'd be good to buy USCAD if we could get a break here and retest potentially. Now, obviously, it'd be a bit of a difficult trade here, you know, because obviously we have big candles. We got a lot of volatility after the Canadian news. Solana, sure, I can take a look at Solana. I guess you're back. I guess last time you were here, you asked me to look at Solana, and I gave you a good trade, didn't I? So you're back. Okay, we've had a break out the top here. But we want to be buying. Well, I don't know. We're really kind of at this EMA right here. I want to buy above it and I want to sell below it. So this is a tough one here because it kind of goes against my strategy. We have broken out the top of the range right there. Candles closed, and now we're getting a retrace. And there is a level of demand right here, but it's not enough. So I'm not sure what I would do on Solana this morning because that EMA isn't good. What happened to my Canadian dollar trade yesterday? I lost that trade. I already put it into the record of 45 and 13. I was 45 and 12 before that trade. The orb can work on crypto, yes, because the orb is just one thing, right? The orb is just one thing that we're doing, right? So we look here, it's like orb is one thing, but we also have demand. We also have all of our support and resistance marked up. We also have the EMA right here, buying above the EMA, right? We're adding all of those confluences together, and that's giving us a higher probability trade, and that's why my win rate is so damn good on stream. All right, today is hard for Solana, and it's just because it's ranging, right? And you can really see the market is ranging. You'll usually have like the EMA like this, and then you'll kind of have the price doing this, and so then it's like clearly you have this kind of consolidation. It's not going off of the EMA, right? You want to have that EMA separation. You want to have that price come off of the EMA, then it's a bit easier to decide what exactly you're going to do. Here we are on GU, waiting for a pullback here. Got a couple of options for entry. We have the entry here at the top of the zone, and we have the entry down here at the demand. Both of those are decent entry options. I don't know if I'm going to get my entry here, but I'm waiting for it, being as patient as I possibly can. The EMA, just come up to indicators in your TradingView account, type EMA, and it's your moving average exponential right there. Just click on that, put that on the chart. That's just going to help you out a little bit with your trading, help you with the trend on every time frame, really, right? So I'm on the 5-minute time frame right now, so it's like I just want to make sure that we're above this if I'm going to buy on the 5-minute time frame, and we're getting some separation from that as well, so that's a good sign. And then look, I'm looking at my Fibonacci here from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, and we pull this over right here, and we just want to get the price below 50%. That means we're at a discount. Now, that doesn't mean we're guaranteeing a trade, but it does mean we're getting the price at a discount, right? You don't want to buy right at the top of a move. You want to wait for that move to come back. I'm a pullback trader. I do miss trades because of that sometimes. I do live streams twice a week right now. I'm doing Monday and Wednesday. I was doing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but I have so many long form videos I'm working on. I have a new trading robot that comes out in about a month, and so I'm just kind of working on all of these projects. And then what I'm hoping is that I could come back to 3 days a week doing Mondays, Wednesdays, and maybe Fridays too, so to kind of get people primed. Maybe we get some wins before we start, get some wins before the weekend, kind of leave on a nice note before the weekend. I'm thinking that's something we consider doing as well. Honey's snoring behind me. Can you see Honey? She's right there. There, my sweet puppy. Let's show you. There's Honey. That's the Honey cam, eh? There's the Honey cam. Everybody, yeah, Honey is a bit injured right now. We love Honey. The Signals group? No, the Signals group is wide open. You could join the Signals at any time. We've got thousands of members in the Signal room. I've been running it for 4 years. I won't stop running it. I love the Signals room. It's me and 2 other analysts, and we send trades a few times a week, trades that I take on my own personal accounts, so I'm really, really cautious with those trades. The free Signals deal is over. That ended on Monday. Look, gold getting a good reaction off of my level. I told you this was the level that I liked right here, and we're getting a decent reaction off of that level. Now, what we're trying to see is a little bit more of a push here outside of the orb. We want to see a push outside of the orb right here. So just kind of monitoring on gold to see when I'm going to get into a position on gold. Hopefully I could get into a gold position on stream right now. I was able to take down a nice take profit 1 on gold earlier for about 719 pips. Pulled some decent profit out of the market, about $900 off of that one so far, and still running for a take profit 2 on this trading position. In the gold VIP trading room, I sent that trade and it's doing well. Yeah, there's major reasons why we have less signals this week. Have you not seen the news, brother? The news has been crazy this week. If there's a lot of news, there's just not a lot of signals. So that's just a part of life. There are weeks where there's more news. This is a week where there was a lot of news, and so there's been way less signals, and that's all because I am trading these on my own accounts, right? If I'm trading my VIP signals on my own account and I'm trading big lots, I don't want to be taking stupid trades for the sake of trades, right? Hoping to get a reaction here on gold, still waiting for this thing to push up. Yeah, I think that is the difference between a professional and someone who hasn't been doing this for a long time. Now, I've been trading for 16 years. I've been running the Signal Room for 4 years, and we've been really successful in that Signal Room for 4 years. I like to risk around 1 to 2% on a trading position, Nathan. I think that that's a good place to be. Now, I did a video on growing a small account fast about a week or two ago, and on that account, obviously I was risking frickin' 10% on some, sorry, I was risking 10% on some trades, and then other trades I was risking 30%, and that's crazy. But that, because it's a small account, I'm able to kind of just risk almost the whole account. And then if you, like, let's say that account I started with $100, and then I ended up getting it to about $549 in about 4 days, okay, 4 trading days. Now, obviously I could lose those, you know, you could just lose this, but when you're you're just risking 30%, and it's like, it's insane to do that. But because I did that, I was able to grow it fast. And then depending on who you are and you're growing that small account, you know, you compound this thing. Let's say you get it up to $1,000. At that point, maybe you say, all right, I only want to risk now 5%, because if I risk 5%, hey, I could still make $50 on a trade. And even if I'm only trading like once a week or something, you know, I'm only getting 1 trade a week, 1 win a week, but I'm making $50. And now you go at the end of the month, I'm getting, you know, $200 off 4 trades. Well, now that's actually starting to, like, you know, pay for your groceries or something. And I think, like, having kind of those small goals in your trading are really, really important. Gold end of day at 3,700, Rocco? I hope so, brother. I hope so. Let's take a look. 3,700. Holy crap. Are we going that high, Rocco? Rocco thinks we're going all the way up here. Let's take a look. 3,700. Rocco's goal. That's Rocco's gold goal. All right, leave that on the chart for you, Rocco. All right, that's Rocco's gold goal right there. Love the chat. Love the bullish. Love the gold bulls today. I'm a gold bull. I'm hoping we could keep pushing this thing up. I was able to pull down some decent money off of that, about 900, and I've got the second half of my trading position open right here. If you can see, come on. Yeah, second half of my trading position there for about 700 right now. So feeling pretty good about gold this morning. Obviously, I gave that trade in my gold VIP trading room. Yeah. So on monetization, you should be seeing some commercials now. I'll be just like other channels now. Because I'm monetized, you will see some channel. You will see some action. How's my GBP doing? I am kind of focused on gold. I want to do some more gold trading on stream. I've really been just kind of a big gold trader historically. And I know a lot of people come in here to watch me trade gold. So I want to focus more on gold. We're starting to get the break out of our range here now. Very, 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 very nice. I'd love to get back into gold. Vapul, where do you think we could re-enter on gold here? So we're trying to get the break and close right here. We have, oh geez, I gotta look over. I got other charts that I have to look at, but I am interested in gold, obviously. We had the EU break here. And I was interested in getting into EU down here. So let's set that up. How do you guys feel about a little bit of an EU scalp? Just a quick scalp. That's a win or a loss right there. But I am, sorry, excuse me. I'm more interested in getting in on gold. So let's focus on gold right here. We could keep an eye on this here, but I'd rather get in on gold this morning. Jeez, I am pushing pretty nice on gold right here. So you can see that I was at, what did I showed you? I was at 1,000 in profit. Or sorry, I was at 700 in profit. The account is looking juicy. This is a gold VIP trade right there. So VIP room's looking spicy this morning. This is the second half of that position. Now up about 1,000. Where could I re-enter in on this trade is the question. She's pushing, baby. She's pushing. Do I want to do top of the range entry? Maybe. The safest entry is down here. This is the safest entry down here. But I do have some interest in potentially re-entering here and carrying this up. Vapul, what do you think about the top of the range? Maybe the EMA, sorry, maybe the FVG entry here. Maybe we just filled that. We don't really have an FVG. We don't really have the third candle pattern yet. But maybe a slight pullback there. How do you feel about a little bit of a gold position? Do you think we're going to carry forward, Vapul? I like gold. Where's our guy? Where's Rocco's gold goal? Is all the way up there. Rocco's gold goal. So I think I have my entry down here still right now, based on just my limit order. But I'm trying to decide if I want to kind of pull that up here, or if I want to pull that up to here. This is a decent level as well. As we zoom in right here, you can see this level used as resistance here. And we've wicked out of this area a couple of times as well. I just don't know if we're going to come all the way down on gold here. I do feel like, you know, I feel pretty bullish on gold this morning. I don't know if we're going to get a significant pullback. Midline is decent. So I think maybe we'll start at the midline here for our gold entry. Okay, so we'll see if we could get a pullback to this level. But I obviously I like this level as well here to get an entry. Excuse me. So let's see what we can get on gold. You know, everybody loves watching me trade gold. Vapul, I think we have to really start focusing on trading gold a little bit more. People love gold. I love gold. I am worried that this is going to take off a little bit. I just, you know, my prior analysis. Let's take a look at my previous analysis here. This is my previous analysis here. You could see my sniper entry right here in the gold trading room. Look at that sniper entry. If you're not in the gold trading room, you should be. You can see right there, hit our TP1 already for 719 pips. Over 1,000 members in there. Do you want to be 1,004? I want you to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back over to the gold chart. You can see my VIP position here is looking pretty good. I'm trying to get a little bit of a pullback and get another entry in here for the stream as well. Just because you're not in VIP doesn't mean you shouldn't get my analysis too. I like to give it for free as well. Excuse me, I gotta drink some water here. I actually gotta get another water. You already took the 15-minute entry. Liberté, what price did you get? Tell me, Liberté, what price did you get? You're gonna join us for lifetime next month? Incredible. The midline entry, you like the midline entry? Yeah. We have a trend line. It's a pretty good trend line. pretty good. That's in line with our entry. Feeling bullish on gold today. Are you feeling bullish on gold today? I'm feeling bullish on gold today. All right, maybe we will get a pullback on gold today. I'd like to get in on this one. Oh, just go into the, just go here. You could check the pricing there while you're watching the stream, all right? You're in at 3662, 3662. Oh, wow, you really got in on gold low, Sean. Nice trade. 3684 is when you got in. So you got in quite high. You got in quite high. Yeah, you got in. We've got one of our viewers is in high. He's in here. Okay. See this right here. Now the top of the range entry was another entry I was interested in. You could see one of my other entries was going to be here in the kind of the FVG fill right here. We have the FVG. This was another consideration of an entry for me there on gold. I hope that I didn't miss my entry, but I am already in this trade anyways. Took a second entry. Yeah. I'm buying on gold. I'm bullish on gold. I'm just trying to decide when I'm going to get into the position right here. I'm already into the trade in VIP. I'm trying to see, can I get into the trade on stream? All right, so we're getting our pullback right now, starting to fill this FVG. And we're hoping to come back a little bit further to our trend line here for an entry. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking to get in on a little bit of gold this morning on stream. Gotta trade gold more on stream. Let's pull some pictures up while we wait here. Where are my pictures? There are my pictures. How about that right there? See my new sign? It's right behind me there. So the sign actually is awesome. It'll show the Bitcoin price. I have a Euro USD, I have USD CAD, and I have Ethereum. Those are like 4 of the assets that I'm watching a lot. I gotta put gold on there. Why the hell do I not have gold on there? We gotta put gold on there, right? We definitely have to put gold on there. Yeah, you can see Bitcoin is under 116 right now for the first time in a little bit. What else? We had Honey at the vet. Poor Honey. She's not licking, but she's doing all right. There's Honey, my beautiful puppy. Yeah, nothing for the UK for AAAFX yet. Probably next month. In the meantime, check out some of the other brokers on my website. Damn, Cameron took her account from $250 to $1,300. She's been over leveraging. So Cameron, now, okay, so Cameron, she took her account, let's say, $250. My voice sounds retarded right now. I gotta get some more water. Okay, so Cameron, our girl Kay, she took her account from $250, and she flipped it to $1,300. Okay. In order to do that, Cameron would have been risking, probably 20% on a lot of these trades. Sometimes maybe even 30% on some of these trades. But now, what is our advice here, Cameron? What is our advice here, Cameron? Now it's time to slow down. right? Cameron, you have $1,300. You have actual good money now. So now at $1,300, let's take the risk down. Let's start risking maybe 4 to 5%. At 4 to 5%, you're still making good money. And then only take A+ setups, right? Because you could start paying some bills, right? You know, I understand a lot of you, the goal is to become a professional trader, right? That is your goal. You want to be a professional trader. But you should have small goals, right? Small little steps, okay? So her first step was 250 right here, okay? And then she jumped up. She's at this step already. Now she's at $1,300, okay? That's a big step up. Now maybe up here's $10,000 or something like that. But while we're at $1,300, let's make a little profit. Let's pay for gas, okay? Let's pay for groceries, you know? You should have some sort of impact in your life from your trading, right? If you just take this to 250 and then you take that to 1,300 and then you lose it all, well, you didn't get anything out of it. So let's take a little profit. Let's, you know, buy yourself a cheap purse or something. You know, actually use some of the funds, right? Like, I understand compounding is important, but you should feel the trading journey. You should feel the success, right? You should actually have some of the money during this process, right? It shouldn't be, you know, it's like, okay, let's go. We made some money here, okay? Let's pull back. Let's spend a little bit of the money on groceries, okay? Then let's earn it back up. Spend a little bit of money. Maybe your dog needs to go to the vet like mine does. Then we continue up. You know, it doesn't have to be all sacrifice. If it's all sacrifice, the likelihood of you crashing the whole thing and coming down is higher. I do believe that. So take some pieces, you know, have some fun with it, you know. If you made profit in the markets, you deserve some of that. And again, gas, groceries. I'm not talking about eating out. Don't waste your money eating out. When you're rich like me, you could eat out. And I barely even eat out, okay? I barely eat out. Okay, look at this. Maybe we could come in here. EU? Let's take a look at EU. I was interested in EU as well. We're filling the FVG. Is that the entry right there? Maybe. I am bullish on gold today. One way or another, whether you're day trading, if you're swing trading, I think we're going up today. Yes, listen to Power of Luck. Okay, Power of Luck. He took, geez, that's crazy. So Power of Luck, he took $200 and he turned that into 14,000. Okay, this is one of our wonderful viewers here. 14,000. This is possible. How did he do that? He risked a ton of money and he won 18 trades in a row, okay? 18 in a row. This is possible. This is possible. It's unlikely, but it is possible. But what he did is he lost it all, right? It ended up going to $0. Now, if he said, all right, I went from 200 and I got to 14,000, which is unbelievable, right? It's such a crazy, crazy gamble, right? This is unbelievable, right? To do this. If you were to do something like this, right, to 200 to get to 14,000, the thing is, once you hit freaking 5,000, you should be relaxing. You know, take some out, take some of your profits out, spend some money. What the hell are you doing? Spend some money, and then risk less. You know, this is life changing for most people. To take 200 to 14,000 is life changing for most people. Honestly, when I was in school, if I did 200 to 14,000, I'm taking the whole thing out. I'm paying my student loan. Although, when I was that young, I was a bit more of a gambler. Now, you know, I take that money out. Look at that. Roni took $5,000 to $33,000 using my trading signals. Okay, now that is not a typical result, but shout out to Roni, okay? Macaroni. Risk is 0.65. Nothing wrong with that. But to get 5,000 to 30,000, you gotta go crazy. You gotta put crazy numbers up. You gotta catch the right streak. Take a little profit. 250 to 650, and then blew it. Yeah, you gotta take some profit. You know, what I'm doing is I'm creating a robot right now that's like really steady. So what I'm hoping is the robot, let me show you actually. Let me show you. I was taking a look at these results earlier. So we're taking a look at some of the trading accounts. So right here, it's like, here's a trading account. This is a, what the hell just happened? Get back up here. So here's a trading account with my robot. You can see it's using the range, right? Look, we priced, look, we could see on the screen right here, price broke out of the range, we sold, and we won, right? And we're looking for range break. So this account's up $44, okay? Simple. This account's up $31, but these are on very, very low risk settings. Obviously, Forex Fury here, higher risk settings, higher risk settings. Here's the Trade with Pat robot, lower risk settings, even though 3,000 to 4,200, that's lower risk settings, okay? Fury, higher risk settings. Fury, higher risk, higher risk. But the robot here, my Trade with Pat robot, you know, let's say you have $3,000 or whatever, okay. Let's slowly just run this robot, make you 50 bucks, make you 60 bucks. You can take that $60 and then you can throw that at it, you know? I've got some other accounts as well I'd like to show you. Oh, look, reacting off of that FVG nicely. If you're in that trade, good for you. What else was I going to show you? I was going to show you, I got some other accounts here. Let me pull this on another screen so you're not looking at my screen. See, my frickin' trading server is always lagging, but let's see if we could get into the trading server here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Oh, honey. Someone slammed their car door and honey's losing her mind. We got a nice stream going today. Yeah, I'm going to look at some pairs for you guys in a second. I was going to take a look at some other charts. 1 second, I'll take a look at your charts for you, see what we could find. Okay, so let's take a look at my robot here. So this is low risk, okay? Nothing but wins so far, up $400. Low risk, up $170. This one, I just got an open trade down a few bucks right now, but how are we doing in this account? Up $270, all wins. This is low risk. I have low risk settings on. Up $200 here, up $680 here, up $517 here, up $180 here, up $742 here. These are all with my robot. This is all with the Trade with Pat robot. Every single account that I've done so far is winning. This robot won't be available for another month. But the whole point of this is, like, you know, my plan is more of a set and forget system with that robot. Let's take a look. Okay, we got a couple on, oh yeah, gold, baby, go, 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 go. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. Got to break that level right there. We want to see where I'm at with that gold trade here. This is my VIP gold trade that I'm kind of monitoring right here. I've already pulled 900 off of it, and I've got another 1,200 there. Come on. There you go. So looking good on the other trading account right here, just in my VIP trade. How to subscribe, just click the link in the video description. Someone in the chat said sell gold. Well, that's fine. Hey, people have their own opinions on gold. Maybe he'll be right, maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm pretty bullish on gold today. trying to get in. I've been trying to get in on another one for the stream here, but it seems to be pushing up a fair bit. EU is coming. I was thinking about getting a buy on EU as well. Do we have this set up? Let's see. Bottom of the line. Okay, so right here we have our EMA. So I think we're thinking about kind of an EMA setup here. What's our trend line on this? Do we have a trend line on this? Not really. Okay, so maybe we get in on EU. A lot of people talking about EU. So my robot, I have two robots. I have Forex Fury. That's kind of like more of a high risk system. And then I have the Trade with Pat robot that's coming out in about a month. And I've been working really diligently on that robot. I showed you all those trading accounts. Those are all live trading accounts. It's probably going to be in the $300 range. So it's not going to be cheap. What I'm gonna try and do is be like, you can get the robot, you can get the signals all, you know, at once. It uses my strategy. It uses my orb strategy. So it uses my orb breakout strategy, and then we can turn on martingale. We could turn on some grid trading elements. We have all of that stuff as part of the robot. So maybe we're gonna get in on EU here, waiting for a pullback here. The Trade with Pat robot won't be available though for about a month. I will eventually, I'll have a package where you can buy Fury and Trade with Pat robot. Yes, the Forex Fury members will all get a special discount. I'm not in EU long. I'm thinking about getting into an EU here. I'm just bouncing back and forth. Excuse me, between EU and gold here, because I've been managing a very, very large gold position on one of my other trading accounts. Obviously, it's not a stream trading account, so I don't count it towards my stream record. I'm in this is the gold trade that I'm in right now. I already took TP1 here. It's a VIP trade. It was not a stream trade. It was a trade that I did in VIP. Yeah, so when the Trade with Pat robot comes out, there will be full settings. And it's going to be more of kind of set and forget. That robot's going to be more set and forget. The Fury is kind of more like, there are settings, but you should be putting in the work yourself. Oh, there you go. Let's push that up a little bit. So you can see here, I'm trying to break through this level right here. If I can get a break through that level right there, I'm expecting gold to kind of carry up with that bullish momentum. That's what I'm hoping to see here. Kind of acting as like a minor resistance. And I have my TP2 up here right now. But, you know, I'll manage that in the VIP trading room, depending on how this trade is going, how much volume we have in the markets. I may, you know, cut it down or something, but we'll see. I like where it's at right now. I trade gold in my gold VIP trading room, and I also trade gold here on stream. I was trying to get into a gold trade about here. I've been waiting for a little bit of a pullback to get a re-entry. I haven't been able to get it. Robot's not available yet. There is one robot. You can get Forex Fury. That's available right now if you're interested in more of a higher risk system. The Trade with Pat robot, I'm hoping for something lower risk. Maybe it grows your account slower. But I'm thinking too with the Trade with Pat robot, which would be really cool, is like, you know, maybe it takes a couple of weeks to make you a couple $100, but then you could take that couple $100 and, you know, buy groceries, or maybe you could just take that $200 and then like risk it on a trade, you know, on one of your manual trades. depends on the robot. I told you. There's Forex Fury. You could go to forexfury.com for the robot that's out right now. That's how to get the bot. I don't know. Animated cartoon. You're spamming the hell out of me, and I'm answering you. I don't know what you want from me, brother, but I love you. AUDCAD? Yeah. We had a couple, too. We had your CHF and EG as well. Oh, no. Look at that. Look at my EG. I missed it. So this was my EG right there. That was my EG sell. It looked like it went in my direction pretty nicely. Oh no, that was my sorry, that was my Swiss franc sell. What's my EG? Is it similar? EG never looked like we got in. I was gonna try and get back to this level here. I wanted to see if we could follow the EMA for a potential EMA entry. Could still come back. Euro USD, trying to get in down here. But this might be a midline entry to the pool. AUDCAD is getting close. I think, yeah, okay, so this is a tough one, but because of the news, I don't feel great about this one. But we do have a level of demand right here. You know, we could take a risk on stream. I'm already doing quite well. The pool, if we're gonna do an AUDCAD, I think we should go much lower lots on this one if we're gonna do it. It's just this is a news day and it was Canadian dollar news, so I'm just not sure if I want to do it. What does the chat think? Do you guys like my demand zone here? All right, I'm gonna go in. Let's give this one a shot. If we lose it, we lose it. All right, let's see what we can do here. Now, understand this is a news trade. Please don't copy this trade. This is going to be a riskier position, probably one of the riskier positions I take this week. This is not a VIP trading position. I would call this trade a C+, okay? This is a C+, okay? Let's see if we can get a reaction off of the demand. I didn't get a good spread on this one either. The area I'm looking for price to hit, we have a couple of areas. We have a couple FVGs. So I'm hoping for the FVG at the top. Right here. I want to see this FVG get filled. Okay, let's see what we can do on this position. Gold, I'm in a live trade right now, guys, so I'm going to try and monitor this trade quickly. I could get back to gold soon. Pull this onto my chart. Let's get a reaction one of these days here. Come on. Well, this is not looking very good, Vapool. I think we should have relaxed here. I think we should have took our time. All right, well, let's go back and monitor gold. Probably a bottom of the range entry. Yeah, it is quick, you know, because I'm watching the one chart and Vapool's watching the other chart for me. I should have been taking a closer look at that chart myself. Let's take a look and see. Is our 1 hour? Yeah, it's a good level. right here. That's a good level. Take a look at our 4 hour. Looks pretty good. I don't know if we get the reaction we want because of the news today. Yeah. Jeez, might have been a bad idea. What the hell? I can't seem to catch the candle this week. That's 2 in a row like this week. Oh well, it's a good thing I didn't give this in VIP. Bitcoin buys. Let's see. It's a decent level. It's a decent level for Bitcoin buys for sure. Well, as long as gold pushing, I'm happy. Yeah, Canadian dollar ate me up last time too. It is what it is. I'm up huge this month, so it's not a big deal. I actually just withdrew another 70. Yeah, market's been a bit slow after the news. This is my main position here regardless. My gold one, but just Canadian dollar, I just can't seem to figure out the Canadian dollars right now. Is gold coming back? I don't think so now. Look, we broke through the resistance. Broke through a level here, waiting for that pullback and then to shoot up. This was more the trade that I was interested in here on EU. I think I'm going to take this one. We could run lower lots on this too, Vapul. But I think I'm going to try and catch this one too. I know I'm not learning my lesson on a news day, but let's do some live trading here, okay? Yeah, we got the rate cut. You know, I'm happy for the rate cut for Canadians. Canadians need a break. Canadians definitely need a break. You know, poor people need rate cuts. I don't need rate cuts, but you know, I want rate cuts for people dealing with poverty. You know, it's not about me. Who cares what I need, right? What I get high interest rates, I'm getting good money, you know, in my high interest rate accounts, but EU's risky right now. Yeah, everything I'm doing is risky right now. This is a news day, so be careful. Can you enter now? I can't answer that. This is not financial advice. Hey, Inchin, how you doing, baby? It's another entry right there at EMA. It's actually reacting right now off of this demand here. You can see that. This was the trade that I was most interested in, other than the gold position, obviously, that I'm still in and tracking. Do I know how to read candlesticks? Yeah, I do. I've been trading for a very long time. I'll have to do a video showing some of the basics, though. I'm doing a full video this week on kind of how to start Forex trading with a strategy, but also explaining the Forex market, why it's the best market to trade, in my opinion. Look at that EU reaction off of demand. That's what we were hoping to get off the Canadian dollar pair. Yeah, gold has been back to the bulls, man. Gold's been back to the bulls. That's where we're happy, have gold back to the bulls. Let's take a quick peek at that gold trade here. Yeah, looking nice. Looking very, very nice right there. That's my gold VIP trading position. It's all about the gold VIP trading room. It is. Up about 1,300 on that. Pulled 900 off it already. Yeah, I understand. Gold can rip your heart out, but it can also give you a pulse, baby. I love gold. I love trading gold. Let's do a quick tap into AUDCAD, see what that's looking like. Some sort of green candles right there. All right, let's not look at this one. It's going to scare us off. I think I think we could 1-to-1 this, and that's about the best we can do for that trade. But let's go back. I may have to monitor that one off stream. We'll see. I got to get myself some lunch soon. Gold can definitely be super stressful. Did we just take liquidity above my resistance and now we're coming down? I don't want to see that. I was just talking about how good my gold trade was. What are you doing? So I hit my original take profit right here on the gold trade. Now I'm waiting for my second take profit level up here to come in. Right up here. All right, we should get a spin of the wheel here. We haven't done a spin of the wheel today. Let's spin the wheel. Who can win VIP? Let's get some W's in the chat. Baby's doing great, Vishal. Appreciate you. Okay, 3 winners in VIP. Let's give one to Ethan Grunewald. You're a winner. Yeah, these are free VIP winners. Param Kandvi and Morn Swart. You are our 3 winners on VIP. Those are 3 winners on VIP. If you're going to claim that VIP spot, you have to follow me on Instagram right here at FX Trade with Pat. Send me a DM with an image of your YouTube account, okay? Send me an image of that. That's what I need to see. All right. And I think that's it for today. I think I'm going to go monitor that AUDCAD off the stream. I probably shouldn't have took it, but my gold trade is still looking really good. Got a nice gold win in VIP already this morning. So make sure to check the links in the description for VIP. Make sure to check the links in the description for the broker, and make sure to watch my video tomorrow on a new trading strategy. A new trading strategy. You've never seen it, and you're going to want to see it. Don't miss it. I got to finish editing that video right now. Much love, everybody. Much love, Patricia. Much love to the Pats. I'll see you next Monday, all right? I love you.